Hi, I'm Dr. Julie at Endeavor Health and Chiropractic, and we are doing our first mindfulness session. I like to call this sort of bodyful, beautiful, mindful body awareness for healing. And this first session is going to be about the kinesthetic or movement sense and mindfulness. So I was going to subtitle this, Let's Go Stomping Around, the song. Today is about stomping. Before we start any of our units, I want everybody to stand nice and tall and take a deep breath in. Make sure your toes and heels are grounded. They get a full grip on the ground. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. And I want you to think about, do you feel anywhere where that breath doesn't feel like it's going? And so I want you to take a breath again. And this time when you breathe in, I want you to imagine that each of your lungs has separate sections, because it does. And I want you to imagine air going into all of those sections. And unusually, I want you to start by imagining that the air is going into the bottom section of your lungs first and working its way up to the top. So stand, feet grounded, toes gripping the ground. Take a deep breath in and blow it out. Now, with this idea of filling your lungs from the bottom of your lungs all the way up to the top, I want you to stop and think, is there any part of my lungs that is not filling up entirely? Do I feel like there's a part restricted? Well, right now for me, it feels like there's a part right over here that's a little tight. I'm going to try breathing one more time, grounding my toes into the ground, filling up my lungs from the bottom of my lungs. Let's see if I can do that while I'm holding this. From the bottom of my lungs all the way up to the top. Take a breath in and blow it out. Okay. We're going to do that every time we start a Bodyful session, just to check in and see where we're at. So if you've got restrictions in certain places, let's see if this mindfulness practice will actually help. Today we're working on stomping. Stomping, really. Let's go stomping around. Stomping is for kidneys. The reason why I'm starting here today is that kidneys, according to traditional Chinese medicine and 5 elements acupuncture, is the place where we store fear and anxiety. And kidneys, according to the 5 elements, are related to water. And so if during this time of social isolation and worry, you've been finding that you've had to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom more than usual, that is not surprising. We need to kind of calm those kidneys down and calm your water system down. So the water related to bladder. You can also nourish by eating some salty foods instead of sweet foods. And stomping. Stomping, literally rhythmic stomping. So if you can hear, I'm stomping. And so if you're just standing with me, just go ahead and stomp. Flat-footed, slow. And if you're doing this later and you want to do it on your own, pick a piece of music. Literally, it could be Let's Go Stomping Around. You could do that, and you could just stomp for about 5 minutes. Today we're not going to do it for 5 minutes because otherwise me stomping is going to be a pretty silly video. But we're going to stomp around, and we're stomping to get our whole foot connected with the. Now when we do that, we are activating both our bladder meridian, which means that we won't wake up in the middle of the night as much, and we're activating the kidney meridian, which means we're going to calm the fear down in our system. So if you want, you can move, but even just stomping in place. And you can put on tunes, but just stomping. It sounds silly, but you're stomping out anxiety. You're stomping out fear. You're letting all of that stress and pressure go through you down into the ground. The rhythm gets your body into a peaceful motion. If you're stomping to music, totally gets you in there. This is why, sometimes it's good to put on heavy metal music. Sometimes it's good to put on maybe some Japanese taiko drumming. They've got pounding. Any place that's got pounding always good to just hop in rhythm to it. Get yourself connected. Now, while you're doing this, let's start checking in with the body. We can already feel our feet kind of connecting to the earth. I'm feeling a little bit in my calves. They're like, hey, you're forcefully stomping here. You can feel it in your quads as you're picking each leg up and stomping it back down. But I want you to start kind of looking inward a little bit more. Looking where your kidneys are at. Now, they're in the back, but they also have a referral point to the front of the belly. 1 inch out, 1 inch up from your navel. And if you have been really stressed about this coronavirus stuff, that spot will be a little tender. In fact, if you want to check, just go ahead, take your fingers, go 1 inch up from the navel, 1 inch out from the navel, your belly button in there. I'm having a low network connection, I apologize. If you dig in there and rub in there, that might be a little tender. You can do that as while you stomp, and that will also enhance the kidney soothing. All right, so we're not going to go much longer, but those are my little bits of pieces of information about the kidney. I want you to check. We're going to slow down, let the body kind of just chill out, and we're going to ground our feet again, let our toes kind of grip the earth, and we're going to take another deep breath in, filling from the bottom of the lungs up to the top. Here we go. Breath in and out. I don't know about you, but a lot of that restriction that I was feeling over here has lessened. It's gotten a lot better. And all we did was 2 minutes of stomping. According to traditional Chinese medicine, we should do about 5 minutes of slow, flat stomping. And that will ease some of your anxiety. It will help your kidneys. It will help your bladder. And then you won't have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. All right. Take care, folks. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.